Right. E. Hi, it's Lucas Stork. We're playing Pikmin 4. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Tomorrow. Not today, but... It is the way of the world. Time moves. But I can still stay stuff early. Anyway. Time for Pikmin. We will be picking those men. I think we have just like a little bit of Serene Shores left. So I'll do some reading, some Serene Shores, some reading, some Serene Shores, and we'll like continue. All right. Let's see here. I read this, and now I'm here. Take turns. It's reminiscent of a telescope I had when I was a kid. My father and I would stare up at the skies together and talk about our discoveries. That telescope nurtured my adventurous spirit. I'd love to meet an adventurer who peeked into these lenses. When I looked through at the bigger end, everything seemed tiny. Felt like a giant. Very true. Right, part of a time machine. I was entranced by the longer needle as it spun around it. But it didn't work? Round and around, and I completely lost track of time. This object doesn't strike me as otherworldly, but whenever I look at it, it's like I can feel space-time continuing bending around me. Long stick ticks faster, a long lot faster than the short one. If I had to pick, I'd choose the laid-back one. Very Louis-like. Direction that fate is flowing, of course. The arrow-like object floating in the center appears to move at will, but it's actually always pointing in the same direction. I could be trying to point me toward my destiny, but I'd rather figure that out on my own. Could be useful for food storage. I just need to figure out how to open it. I don't think food would store very well in a compass. They didn't like figure out that I was always pointing north or something. Anyway. And a bit out of focus. Everything looks so much bigger when you peer through this lens. You can see the smallest of details, all the different components that make up a single object. That's the proper way to conduct a scientific investigation. As fun as it is to make food appear larger, this object can't actually increase the amount. Very observant of Louis. Olimar also says choo-choo. Why is it that a child's eyes always seems to light up at the sight of a train? My son is fascinated with them. It was the first toy he ever wanted. I was the same as a kid. Even now, I'm wishing I could hop on this train and go for a ride. Choo-choo. Very difficult and uncomfortable ride. Very. Ooh, it's one of those like wind-up ones, or the battery-powered ones. It has like the rubber track around the back wheel. Neat. I like that. Long ago, railroads were the lifeblood of the civilization, and the power to transport people or supplies remains key to our survival. But someone's got to move the fuel, right? I like to think our company plays a similar role in space. Gives meaning to daily grind. An enjoyable place to sit and play. Passenger cars like this aren't fancy, and yet there's something elegant about taking a ride in one. You simply recline in your seat and stare out the window as someone ferries you to where you need to go. This kind of leisure has a dignity about it, no? As a student, I once took a local train, a really slow one, on a journey to wherever it was going. I was the only passenger. The unchanging scenery stretched on and on. I felt like I was the only person in the world. Sounds a lot like space travel. Huh. Place your order on the right and pick up on at the left window. Beware, service is slow. Okay. The straight railway track is perfect for the person who knows exactly where they want to go in life. From point A directly to point B. No twists, no turns, no turning back. It may not be the most adventurous route, but adventure is not for everyone. They say that following straight, the straight and narrow path is a virtue, but I've learned firsthand that it doesn't always lead you to your destination. When I started working directly under President of Hockaday Freight, I thought it was the inevitable next step in my career. All it led was to piles and piles of paperwork. I'll be happy if my kids take a slightly twisted route in life, as long as it helps them achieve their dreams. The color makes me hungry for some delicious fruit. Always insightful, Louis. I always slow down on sharp curves, but sometimes I crave the occasional thrill of speed. Maybe if I floored the accelerator while the parking brake was engaged, it would satisfy my desire. Sometimes I look around and wonder if civilization isn't simply the result of us all trying to satisfy our desires, just enough to stay productive. Maybe. I keep thinking the next time I jump into one of these holes, I'm gonna fall to my doom. Took my son to a zoo for a few years ago, and he suddenly started crying. To calm him, I walked him back and forth on a path with no exhibits. We didn't see any animals that day, but I learned that sometimes the best solution is as simple as a change of direction. I got my head stuck in one of the gaps. My panicked screaming loosened it enough for me to get free. Louis a weirdo. Some people think I don't like the concept of a set path or staying on the rails. That's not true at all. The only thing that matters to me is that I'm going in the right direction. How I get to my destination is irrelevant, much like the opinions of others. I'm unsettled by both the shape and the color. Thank you too, Louis. I think it's a fine color. Do not want to cross paths with the owner of these teeth. Of course, given the height of those molars, I'm guessing they're too big to have much in the way of physical agility. And that could work to my advantage if we did encounter one another. I could just run frantic circles until they eventually gave up. I wish I could eat all the big things that this big mouth could eat. Yep, that's a very Louis line. Reminded of the toothbrush I used to use when I was a kid. I always wanted to brush my own teeth, so when my mom finally gave up helping me, it was a sweet victory. Unfortunately, that's when I started to get cavities. I guess that's the price of independence. I like to bury my face in the long, soft fur. Sure, Louis. Brushing a child's teeth for them is hard work, made worse by the fact that they're oblivious to the perils of tooth decay. I stopped brushing our kids' teeth for a time so they could learn for themselves, but that idea did not go over too well with my wife. There's something soothing about the way that it smells. Mint, I guess? False lollipop. I looked at this and I am instantly overcome by my thoughts of my mother and all the mothers out there. Does not have multiple mothers. They represent the power of nature themselves, cocooning the universe in love and fortifying it with their strength since the dawn of time. Gave it a whiff. All I got was a noseful of nostalgia. I bet he ate the tips of his pacifiers. Like, just completely gnawed through them. This shape resembles a million appendage, but I have no idea what it actually does. Stripping with what can only be described as beast drool. I'm hesitant to touch it, but I've got a duty to my mission. Maybe it won't be so bad if I close my eyes. As a fresh sucked one, I guess. This reminds me of my Nana. She used to feed me milk from this kind of thing. And Olimar doesn't know what the fuck it is? Oh my god, there's so many paints. But I read this. I was in awe of modular robots when I was growing up, and their strength and abilities impressed me to my core. I doubt anyone has ever admired me in such a way, but maybe that's not so bad. I find great satisfaction in being respected as an equal. Rotating action will work great for mincing garlic. Rotating action? Never mind. Once I get started on something, I'm the type that can't help but keep piling on more and more for myself to do. If that's considered hard work, then I guess I like hard work. The only problem is the result of hard work isn't always good work. Wonder how much this would sell for if it reassembled. Just gotta buy more food. It's crucial to believe that you are capable of success, but that just because you believe in it doesn't guarantee that it will happen. Then again, if you don't believe it, you're unlikely to succeed at all. That's why you have to clench your fists and remain strong in the face of every challenge. For me, the ultimate success will be returning home to my family. I believe I can. Perfect for tenderizing meat. I don't think that, like, pokey bit at the other part of the arm is, like, good for tenderizing meat, but maybe I'm wrong. For me, love and protectiveness go hand in hand. When I think of my daughter, my rambunctious, willful, and bright spark of joy, both feelings come forth at once. I'd do anything to keep her spark from fading away the way mine has. If she read this now, she'd say, "Lighten up, Dad." They say peace and love go hand in hand. Neither seem to add much in terms of flavor. Legs are some of the most important parts of living organism. Not only are they used for walking or running, but that movement is helped circulate blood throughout the body. Some can even call their legs the second heart. I wonder if my toes serve as second purpose as well. I mean, they could. Oh god. I've been looking for something like this for ranching potatoes. I don't like the sound of foot potato. Alright, some bit of Picklepedia. Alright. Yeah, we read through the blowhogs. Lesser spotted jellyflute time. Lesser spotted jellyflute, Cephalus dotilium, jellyflute day. This native jellyflute is indigenous to the region. Unfortunately, it is currently endangered, as its habitat is being overwhelmed by hostile invasive species. Similar in taste and texture to gelatin, this jiggling mass of jelly can be sculpted into all kinds of created shapes. As a bonus, it also doubles as professional-grade hair gel. It's the perfect cool summer treat. This wasn't new to him. Greater spotted jellyflute. Cephalus vortexium jellyflute day. Vivid pink coloration is the most noticeable characteristic of this floating life form. This invasive species is not native to the region, having appeared to have recently arrived on the wind currents. The luminescent organs atop its head attract prey, which it then sucks up and consumes with its lower orifice. Unlike jellyfish, the jellyflute's tentacles do not have nematocytes, so there is no danger in touching them. Very good. I don't like the fact that nematocytes exist. Like a fine cheese, the aroma of this fluid floater can be oppressive, but its flavor must be experienced to be believed. Also makes an unforgettable non-dairy spread. Like, Like cheese. Yeah, like cheese. Cheese. I do not think that jellyfish should taste like cheese. But fun fact, I guess. Yeah. Fun fact. Fun fact. Did you know if you eat this jellyfish that floats around, you'll have cheese? I didn't know that. Walpole. The Walpole. Amphicarus frondiferorum. Ferorum. Larva. Amphituber. Day. The yellow wallyhop spawns in early spring, laying its eggs on low-hanging tree branches and shrubs growing in or near lakes and ponds. Such unorthodox amphibious behavior is a defense mechanism, protecting the eggs from predation by blue Pikmin and water dumples. The wallyhop's wild hopping near the shoreline in early spring is thought to be a method of driving predators away from the walpole eggs. Walpoles can be eaten raw, but they're much more flavorful when steamed or grilled. Also heavenly in risotto. Feel free to experiment this lush ingredient. Okay. Hello, Wallyhop. Amphicarus frondiferorum, Amphituber Day. This magnificent species has remarkably bright coloration compared to the rest of the Amphituber family, as well as 3 lateral spots. This species seems to have lost some swimming proficiency with that evolutionary adaptation that granted greater jumping ability. The yellow wallyhop inhabits aquatic shallows and shows an instinctive drive to jump upon and squash smaller creatures. I do like how it rubs. Just feels very fun. Coat in a thick batter and deep fry for a down-home flavor you won't soon forget. Fried frog legs type thing, I guess. The wallyhop. Wallyhop. With a distinct pallor, almost like it was painted with a white face paint, it gives off an air of performing mime. This cutie can jump with quite refinement and never moving its plump jowls at all. It's graceful and expressive in the most unexpected of ways. Wallyhop. Amphicarus albino. Amphituber Day. It is believed that juvenile wallyhops were once carried by underground currents into caverns, where they thrived in dark habitat. This troglodytic species of wallyhops colorations results from generations of cave dwelling and lack of sunlight. Comparative differences between the size and shape of this wallyhop and other species are thought to be the result of natural selection at work, choosing traits better suited to life in subterranean environment. Wallyhops are best ground up, shaped into a patty, flame broiled on a grill. Slap on tomato slices, lettuce, onions, and ketchup, then slap that patty between a sesame seed bun for an ultimate beast burger experience. Does sound pretty good. Chili hop. Oh my god, I need to blow my nose. Hold on. Yeah, I still don't know what I'm allergic to, but I feel it here and now. Chili hop. Amphicarus frigidae. Amphituber Day. When squashing prey and with its mighty leap, the chili hop secretes a bodily fluid that made up of ammonium nitrate, urea, and water. Ew. This causes an endothermic reaction that rapidly freezes its prey, making its attacks all the more lethal. After squashing the prey, it gets sucked up through the chillyhop's belly since this species can store its food in a slightly chilled state without eating it for a time. It easily adapts to environments where prey is scarce. It fucking pees. It sweats pee. And like some other stuff, but like, yeah. Yeah. Remove the tender meat surrounding the eyes. Stew in the soy sauce and collagen fibers simply melt in your mouth delicious. I don't want to eat pea frog. I'm good. Master Hop. Amphicarus frondiferorum, advanced age. Amphituber. A. It's widely believed that yellow wollyhops and other related species can continue to grow until they start breeding, but after that their growth rate plummets. However, in safe environments, one that lacks natural predators, for example, some individuals of the species may forego reproduction altogether and continue growing until they reach gigantic proportions. The yellow wollyhop's telomerase enzymes are particularly active, which prevents their body cells from aging. Under the right conditions, it's not unusual for some individuals to reach over 50 years in age. How long do they live normally? It sounds like 50 is supposed to be like a pretty impressive number, but I'm like... It's pretty age. Meat can be consumed if first dehydrated with a lot of salt, but the eyeballs and the legs are the best parts. You make this one into jerky, but you deep fry the other one? Yeah, I guess. Oh, we've only not seen 3 creatures at this point. Wild. Oh, we're almost at the Pikmin, too. You can see their flowers down there. We're almost done with these. Water Dumple. Ichthyosa felinus. Grub Dog. Day-night. A resident of freshwater pools and marshes, this aquatic creature regularly feeds on insects that land on the surface of the water. It shares nearly identical skeletal structure with its close relative, the terrestrial cousin, the bullboard. This may offer clues to its evolutionary origin, and suggests that it only recently emigrated to an aquatic habitat. Interesting. Of course, that's a regular water dumple thing, but still interesting. Deep fry dumples without batter for all the flavor with half the fat. Alright, we'll get to the other sea creatures later. Oh yeah, the water wraith is down... The water wraith is like down there. Interesting. Oh, also the smoky prog got put here. Hmm. We'll get there. It'll be the first game that has like any entry for the smoky frog. Let's see. Still the strange ore. %71. Wow. Where do I need... Fuck off. I think we'll just go to that cave first. No, we had to collect some stuff here. Okay. Go get my water Pikmin. Shepard, I know what I'm doing. Alrighty. Let's get this out. Dang it. Oh well. Yeah. Let's see. I need some ice Pikmin over there. Nice. Good job, guys. Might as well put away some of these guys, get some ice Pikmin. Feel like I should be able to, but oh well. There we go. There they go. They've got this. Ooh. A black duck. Interesting. I thought we were done with the rubber ducks. We were not. Right, that's everything on this side. We should be able to finish this entire area today. No, we're almost there. There it is. In the Gulf Castle, shortly into my explorations, a loud bang echoed through the cave. My memory's clouded by fear, but I do recall there was nothing I could do with the blue Pikmin I brought with me. I ran away in desperation. The rest is a mystery. Yep, time for Submerged Castle. This one's engulfed. Huh. Fucking fuck. Why? Why any of this? Okay. First I need to find the button for Ochi. Because Ochi can fight all the things that are totally on fire. There it is. Yep. Now we're pretty safe. Oh my god. So worried about finding the guy. I think he's gonna pop out of nowhere. My time now. Get over here. Okay. There we go. I'm not confident in this being safe at all. Maybe he doesn't appear on this floor. Okay. Yeah, maybe he doesn't appear on this floor. I think I started hearing the water wraith music. It starts in a specific way. I thought I started hearing it. Those sounds do not make me happy. I think that might be just music for the cave then. Because I heard it again. Oh, look. The cave. I need to open up the button. It's Probably over here. I do like that this is reminiscent of what was in Pikmin 2. That's nice. This is kind of like how it was with the Bulbmin, but not quite. Dang it. Did not calculate that properly. They should be fine over there, right? No one's gonna come and attack them. I'm gonna go back there and make sure. I'm afraid he's gonna spawn, like, soon. Nope. Please keep pairing. Oh. That completed Louis' quest. I thought it had to be like the red ones. Alright. I see. Got him. Oh? But they are coming. There was, like, a weird sound glitch. There we go. So he won't bother me. There we go. Keep hearing the weird cave sounds and I don't like them. Keep hearing the weird cave sounds. And I know this cave has weird cave sounds. Sound like anxiety. Willa. Loves stones. Hates dirt. Okay. Ah! There he is. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Do not need that stuff. Gave up? No, he did not give up. Okay. You just have fun over there. Yeah, he's roaming. As long as he doesn't touch us, I'm fine. Doesn't seem very interested in going this direction. At the very least. He's up there. Alright. Y'all stop. Can you go up here? I don't think you can. No, he's fine. We're keeping an eye on him. Just keep going. No, don't turn around. You didn't see anyone here. Go back. Go back into your little, like, ditch over there. You know the ditch. Oh, he's struggling. Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Perfectly normal water race stuff. For sure. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. We're good. Moving on. Okay. No more of that. I think at least for like a little bit. Always takes a while because he fucking keeps trying to get at people. He's a jerk. Okay, first thing we need to do is find that button. Do we know where the button is? No. Bang. Alright, where's the button? It's over there. There you go. Oh shit. Oh, nice. Alright. Got potato on the ground. I miss Bulkman. Be able to carry that. No. Oh, we're done. And go pick up the Pikmin so that they don't get smushed. Because we do not need to carry stuff back necessarily. Just let them do that. Okay. Oh, god damn it, the recording stopped. Shit. Guess this is another one I'll be downloading off of Twitch. Didn't even see from last time. No. Bad. No. Not the poisoned weevil. Alright. Keep everyone together. Nah, that's a real mushroom. Oh, hello. Don't need to go through there yet. We'll be fine for now. Oh, you are fake. There we go. Stop. Do I have another base here? You fucker. There are no volatile weevils in this game, but they can still carry bomb rocks. Isn't that fun? Like that was what I tell you. Fake ass volatile weevil. It's fine. Hochi can survive. There was a blue Pikmin stuck back there? What the fuck, man? I can carry it back. And her, no. Come here. Am I really moving this quickly? I thought I'd encounter the water wraith at least one more time on a level. But I guess if I'm focused on only carrying back the treasures, that makes it a lot faster to get through one. Ooh, goody. Oh, he's back there. Alright. This should be pretty alright. Goodbye, egg. Alright, super easy. Bang. GameCube disc. I don't know what it is. Wave Rider? Yeah, Wave Racer. Wave Race? Wave Racer. Neat. Anyway. Ooh, there's another disc. Can't wait. And oh hey, Bernice. Fortune teller? Yeah, I don't know if this is helpful. I'm glad that I read that a second time. That's just rude. It doesn't seem like there's anything else. Paint. It's purple. Alright, now we're done. And we got all of that. Those are all the paints that we're going to read next. Bing, 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 bing. Alrighty. Wave Race Blue Storm. Never heard of the game. RIP 6 blue Pikmin. Sometimes I look at the mouth and I'll think it's a mustache. Feels like a mustache sometimes. Yeah. Scoodly doot doodly doot doot. Sure. Okay. Dude, we're gonna have to fight up here and that. Yep. There it is. Yeah, they'll take it. Haven't got left behind, I should have known. Here, this duck. Easy peas. There we go. Is that it? No, of course not. Yeah, you got this. Is there something? Yeah, like right here. And a challenge. All over the place. Dandori! Dandori time! Dandori! Yeah, let's try giving him some help. There we go. Alright. No, she's the last one. Strangling behind. Straggling? Strangling? I think straggling is the right term I want to use there. I'll pluck these so we don't forget them. Because there's also fucking this. Probably a decent chunk of the percentage that's left. Nope. Not even. Yeah, everything else has been collected, so is this challenge really that much? I guess. Oh. Dropped the snack for today. How silly of me. Hold on, I need to check if I'm still streaming at the very least. I am. Just barely. Alright. Trying to see where we get all of our, like, fire and shit. There. Dang. Get him? That was dumb. I'm pretty confident that we can get, like, most of the thing done. I don't know if I'll get all the treasures, but I can definitely get a bunch. Hit this thing. Alright, good enough. Yeah, let's just have a bunch of them work on that. Okay. Ooh, hold on. Need one of these. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think I should approach either of this. Nope, y'all keep going. What I need to do is call over my boys here. Oh my god. Come on. I forgot like a whole total treasure here. Dang. Well, we still got bronze, silver. Fine. We did what we needed to do. And I'll accept it. If I didn't forget the harmonica, I think we could have been gold, but I did, so. I mean, your record was kind of pitiful. NGL. Man, it's cold down here. I don't think it was even that cold outside today. It's just always cold here. Sure. How much does it say I'm done now? 99? Okay. The caves themselves are a lot of percent, I suppose. We look out there into the distance. What do we see? Still unable to read anything. All right. Where? There it is. All right. And that's it. That's all we need to do. In this area. I wish they had more decor Pikmin. I actually have a whole squad of, like, fried shrimp ones. You know? Or various other ones. Like, it's a fun thing to have in the game, but also there should have been a lot more, I think. Just, like, everywhere, you know? No hints, just, like, hints only for those that you really cannot find. But you just, like, look into a corner and you're like, oh, that's a decor Pikmin right there. And you'd be like, wow, a decor Pikmin. But it's not like that. It ain't like that. It's so sad. Creature research? What are you researching? Different evolutionary processes? Oh yeah, creature breeding. Yeah, yeah. Stop that. We don't want that here, apparently. Day 41. Alright. I am going to take a little break, and then I will be right back. BRB. Alright, I did mention that I had a snack that I dropped earlier. It's fine. It was in a can. And specifically a Pringles can. It's the smoky bacon flavor that I think I mentioned before. I'm not expecting anything too surprising, but maybe it's a good meat chip. I don't know. Hmm. It's very similar to the bacon flavored chips in like Poland. But like a little bit different. Maybe a little bit more savoriness on the sides or something. I don't know. Decent enough. I'll give it like 6.5. Yeah, I'm good with that score. Nothing too special, but like not bad by any means. Not even mediocre. Just like, yeah, a chip I'd eat. All right, back to it. I got stuff to read. And then a pup to train. All right. Nope. Some new ones. Just look at this fellow, dressed to the impress in all black. And impressed as I most certainly am. So impressed I can't stop staring. I do hope it'll forgive me. It's just hard to act normal around someone so dapper. It truly is. He was quite dapper. When I was a kid, I coveted a black leather jacket that hung in a shop in a window. It was so cool. I begged my parents to buy it for me, but they just scoffed at my face. So I saved up pocket change for months and finally bought it myself. Turns out, wearing a leather jacket during a peak of Hawkatate summer is a shortcut to getting a heat stroke. That was the last time I ever tried to be cool. Dang it. Olimar, you should have tried to be cooler. In, like, reasonable times of the year. I like the score. Color. Gives off a chill aura. Very chill. Is it possible for a cookie to be too delicious? It seems it is. This very cookie is so incredibly tasty that it vanishes almost as soon as it appears. Where it goes, nobody knows, but if you ever want to taste it, you'll have to move fast. Sweets don't simply disappear of their own accord. There has to be some sort of scientific explanation. To test my theory, I laid out the cookies and I'm waiting. Normally, I'd have given in to my urge to eat them, but I must stay strong. There's something about this flavor that makes it impossible to stop eating. Not that I've tried very hard. Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty basic shortbread looking cookie. I do like them. I can't blame them too much. Dude, I'm so excited for the weekend. The partner has done some research into bullish shops and get to see one that they found in their area. And I'm pretty excited. Also, we're just Valentine's Day in general. It's very exciting. This was new? No, yeah. It said the king gave this orb to his beloved daughter, and it contains all the wisdom the prince would ever need as the next ruler of the land. Note, it is not especially flashy. One can assume that's because good leadership is not about flash, but about substance. My daughter's lovely shiny jewels and trinkets for his loved shiny jewel as long as I can remember. She used to be happy enough with pretty stones and pieces of sea glass. Now all she wants are the more illustrious items like this. That doesn't bode well for my wallet's future. This would be a great gift for Nana. She could use something shiny. Nana not have anything shiny? Oh, there's... I did not notice that it tells you how many of each of these items there are. Anyway, Hoop of Passion. Is your relationship missing the spark it once had? Are you stuck in a rut with the one you love? This hoop can help. Step through the glowing pink light and feel the passion return. The warmth that shines upon you is sure to remind you of the day you met. I guess if I ever have troubles, I'll step through the hoop of passion. But a glow bracelet really fix a relationship, though. The real trick is to not get there in the first place. But it would be some kind of magic. The science of colors intrigues me. For example, I can feel my instincts sharpen and my zest for life intensify when I gaze upon this hue. What would happen if I were to walk through this ring with my wife? Perhaps its powers could reignite the spark between us. You don't have the spark between you? Olimar, what did I say? The real trick is to not lose it in the first place. Gosh darn it, Olimar. Seems viable for a ring toss. Of course, Louis doesn't care about love. Why would he? Store your valuables in this bag for guaranteed peace of mind. Of course, it's easier said than done. Its defenses make it impregnable and virtually impossible to break. That's only a problem if you want to see your possessions ever again. I hope I want to see my possessions ever again. How many times have I heard my family complain about a jar that won't open or a door that won't open? And there I am just saying, just run it under hot water or push, don't pull. However, I've tried both on this bag and it literally cannot be opened. If I had to guess, there's something really valuable hidden inside. It's just a lock. It is meant to lock other things, not have anything locked inside. Bottom, probably. Take a look at this strange treasure. Notice the caps and protrusions. I'm certain they'd mesh well with something similar yet different. Maybe this is some sort of key that opens something if you find the piece that makes it whole. Exciting. And that little bump at the end makes this look like it has a nose. Noses make me think my son when he was a baby. Of course, yeah, sure. He'd often forget my face after I'd gone for long stints of work and cry when I got home. But once he knew the distinctive shape of my nose, he recognized me right away. Very distinctive shape. I fit my head into a little opening, so it was underwhelming. Maybe it's because you're underwhelming, Louis. Avocado! It's a food and yet it resembles some kind of scaly beast. Let's agree that the initial impression is not a good one, and yet inside awaits a rich, creamy culinary delight. Oh, you scaly custard, you! Many have judged you harshly, and for that I'm truly sorry. The hard, scaly shell that covers this fruit gets softer and darker as it ripens, so determining the optimal time to peel and eat it can be difficult. It's as if the fruit is actively trying to sabotage your enjoyment of it. I've never known produce to be so sneaky. I feel that. Tastes rich and satisfying, so buttery you can almost confuse it with the real thing. Almost. I'll know if you put fake butter into my sandwiches. But I think butter with avocado would slap. Just that. Avocado with butter. Butter on toast. Personally, I think is like, man, it slaps. It just slaps. Let's see. Ooh, the ocarina. Hey, ocarina. It seems something, or more likely some things, lived within the inner cavity of this device. I don't like to think about that. What were these things? What was their purpose? Were they forced to live there together as a part of an experiment? Some things are destined to remain unknown. Based on its shape where it was found, and I have deduced this is a nest for some type of aquatic creature. On Hockaday, fish are known to use sunken buildings and objects like their own underwater apartments. I'm sure a life flourished here. I like the idea of fish being inside there. Because first I thought bugs. Fish? Good. Bug? No. Put my face through one of the holes and smelled something odd. Ew. What do you mean? New paints, new paints. I'll probably read just all of them. Red is red, of course, or is it? First, there are many shades of red, and second, even the same shade of red means different things to different individuals. For some, red is a painful fire. For others, it's a warm love. Maybe there's a one-of-kind red for us all. This is my favorite color. I love how it imbues passion and emotion into everything it touches. Come to think of it, the first Pikmin I encountered were red. Perhaps that's why I instinctively trusted them. Colors can influence behaviors in all kinds of ways. I find the color unsettling. Does not like Olimar. This tube of decorative blue goo is sure to inspire creativity in anyone who comes upon it. It should also be a reminder to welcome new colors into your life now and then. Don't get stuck returning to the same hues over and over again. Go wild! Unleash a new you! This color is very similar to that of the blue Pikmin. I prefer red. My whole mouth turned blue after one lick. Why? And some other stuff kept coming out blue for the next few days. Probably won't need it again, even if it is my favorite color. Don't... Wait. Hi. Right, fortune-telling glue. Goo. I heard that Pikmin of the same color were found in the same location. Could there be a correlation? Some creatures change their appearance to match the environment. I like to observe what happens to those Pikmin when exposed to other environments. Makes me think of my favorite yellow foods. What a regal color this is, noble and dignified in hue, demands solemn deference from all who gaze upon it. No wonder it's the color of kings, queens, and other folks of high status. I confess, I yearn to have a coat made of this color myself. Found in a dark location. Luckily, it was just bright enough for it to be spotted in the vicinity of purple Pikmin. I have never associated purple with strength, but I've since had to revise my thinking. Reminds me of the color of frozen lips. Ugh. I don't like that. True goo. Some say this hue is the absence of all color. Others say, in fact, it's all colors combined. I, for one, believe both are true. No, I don't know the whys and hows of it, but I do know this color goes nicely with every other color out there. And that must mean something. Okay, so white means it reflects. Something that is white reflects all the colors back out. So that means all colors hate your eyeballs. And that makes white. But that also means it's absorbing no colors. So it's not all the colors. But it is all the colors. Haha. Hoo-hoo. Depends on perspective. That's right. Discovered in an obscure locale alongside white Pikmin. Creatures with bright colors are usually more likely to be packing poison, while creatures with dull coloration are generally harmless. But this doesn't apply to white Pikmin. In fact, they're dangerously poisonous. No doubt they use this to their advantage. My teeth have been sparkling white ever since I used this to brush them. I wonder if it took care of my cavities too. No. Just no. This color reminds me of rock Pikmin. When I first touched one, I was surprised by how cold it felt. It was a pleasant sensation, and they didn't seem to mind my curiosity. Much like this treasure, rock Pikmin were found in a dark, chilly place. How appropriate. Boss likes to wear this color. Guess it suits grown-ups. Shacho! I miss Shacho. This color, so charming! Anyone who lays upon eyes upon it finds their mood improved. Needless to say, it's the go-to hue for painting cheeks and lips when one is in the mood to captivate. Would it work well if I painted it on my arms? Perhaps I'll try. Like to define your musculature or something? Or just to make your arms pink and then show off your biceps like, oh, wow, look at all these pink biceps. Look how pink they are. Isn't that captivating? And people would be like, why are your arms pink, dude? Sure, sure. An attractive color, similar to that of the winged Pikmin, that were found in its vicinity. It mystifies me how such helpless creatures have survived for so long. Their bright color makes it so easy for Predator to spot them. Needless to say, I find them to be particularly fascinating. I look like a ripe fruit when I cover my face in this stuff. It makes me even hungrier. Why are you fucking playing with paint like that? Louis! This color reminds me of the ice emitted by Susso niviscentis. The blinking icy blowhog. Is it a coincidence that I encountered this color, and ice Pikmin in the same area? It's no coincidence that ice Pikmin are called that. If I licked one, I'm sure my tongue would stick to it. I look at this color and think about ice cubes. It doesn't matter how many I eat, they never fill me up. Dude. Like a neon sign blinking at night or a luminous bug flitting across a field at sunset, this color grabs your eye and doesn't let go. But will you follow it where it leads? Neon, by its very nature, may lure you toward adventure or danger. Neon? What? Who knows what goo of this hue has in store for you? That's a lot of ooh. Who gooed is? Who goo hue you? Who goo hue you? Who goo hue? Anyway, the same color as glow Pikmin appear while exploring at night. Many think neon colors are artificial, but they're actually the result of certain materials reacting to short wavelengths of light. So really, they are quite natural, and another example of how our perception can be unreliable. If I painted my whole body with this color, would I disappear forever or never get lost? I don't know. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dang it. There's more than 7 things of this, so I shall read another set of them. This lamp is the very definition of inspiring. With the figure of the proud woman holding a torch on high, it not only lights up a room with its glow, but lights up the spirits of those who gaze upon it. This statue seems to be imbued with the majesty of ancient goddess. When I look up at her, I can't help but be mesmerized by her beauty, until my neck starts throbbing in pain. The right hand is holding up a generous serving of soft serve ice cream. Chocolate, if I had to guess. Gold. What do you mean, chocolate? This looks a lot like the figurine my son learned about in school. I've always wondered why she wears goggles. What does she have to hide? Maybe a secret past with another ancient statue floating around out there. I look forward to discussing this theory with my son. There's no way I'd wear a staring contest against her. When one comes upon this landmark, one can't help but contemplate many things. First, what is this figure contemplating? Moreover, what should I be contemplating? Open your mind to big questions like these, and you're sure to contemplate great things. Could I be related to the past person who modeled it for the statue? While examining it earlier, I found myself striking the same pose without even realizing it. If we do share the same genes, how did they end up on this side of space? Uh, Ancient human descendants or something. Deciding what to eat next is one oh that will forever thwart the mind. As soon as it is resolved, it begins anew. Many have wondered what this statue would have looked like if the artist completed the work. Would the arms have been folded, held straight out? Might the wings have been carved where the arms belong? If only the artist hadn't stopped at the crucial juncture. Though I confess, nothing is more fun than guessing when there is no right answer to be found. What a matter of calamities had befallen the planet at the time the statue was created. Apocalyptic catastrophes, extreme weather, the wrath of the gods. Questions that artifacts like this inspire are what makes them truly valuable. It's made a nice snack for someone. If there's a way to enjoy eating rocks, I would like to know how. You eat salt. That's a rock. A rock. Not like all rocks, but like a rock, you know? The device. Push it over, knock it down, kick it aside, it always bounces back. How it manages to do so remains a mystery. But if you're feeling discouraged, give this machine a shove. Rejoice in its return to being upright. May it inspire you to do the same. I've never been the type to give up. No matter how many times I fall, I'll always get back up again. At first I thought that I could practice alongside this machine, but its stubby body reminds me too much of the president. One glance at it, and I lose all motivation to continue. The shape itself is familiar, but that's it. This fossil is all that remains of a heroic giant from ancient times. He was known for showing compassion to not only allies, but enemies. As we can contemplate his revered visage, we should let this past benevolence act as a guide for our own behavior today. And the Moai does look pretty jovial, all things considered. Like he's a second away from laughing out loud. Looking upon this warrior's calming visage is a peaceful way to spend an hour. The eyes seem to see through everything, as if their gaze is freeing you from the darkness of your mind. Perhaps I've stumbled upon the sacred key to life's greatest questions. This bears a striking resemblance to something else. What are you implying, Louis? Are you saying that it looks perhaps phallic? This is a Nintendo game. Why? Why must there be such absurdities? Take children. Does look a little phallic. A little bit. Anyway. This clever contraption is meant to be used when you don't want to reveal your emotions. Stand behind it and it will render any expression on your face unreadable. Its blank eyes and straight lips will keep your innermost feeling safe from prying eyes. Oh my god, I'm yawning so much! I can't pinpoint the exact moment, but this reminds me of my face the wife once made when I delivered a perfectly executed dad joke. Like she wants to kill you? That's what this reminds me of. Been a long time since I've been face to face with such beauty. I can feel my heartbeat in my eardrum. Well, I'm glad you find it pretty, Louis. What mysterious and fluffy creatures I can't find evidence of them in any existing creature databases, but there's something familiar about them. It's almost as if I met them before. I guess I'll chalk it up to ancient memory that's been imprinted on my genome. Those are dogs. I'd like to take a ride on either of these creatures. I guess the dogs of this world do look pretty damn different. But still, come on. It's a dog. Even I recognize that OG is like dog-ish. He stares at me at the bottom right. Nah, he moves too much. I can't get him to stare at the screen like I want him to. Yeah, the Pluckering Blino is the thing I can start with. Not new, right? Yeah. Pluckering Blino. Neurolingus piscantum. Ellipse. A. Many assume it's undeveloped due to the large eyes and lack of fins, but this is simply its normal fully grown form. Though its dorsal and ventral fins have atrophied, the long caudal fin helps compensate for this. It can leap high enough out of the water to catch low-flying prey. The scales comprising the round patches along the sides are known to turn light pink during breeding season. Slice raw and serve as sashimi. The marbled fat gives the fish a deep umami flavor. That does sound pretty good. Prickle Puff. Pispinius pardos. Prickle Puff. A. Its hidden spikes evolved from scales that were once on its forehead. The Prickle Puff uses them to charge and chase off unknown creatures that enter its territory. Its liver and ovaries contain powerful nerve toxins accumulated from ingesting shellfish with algae and with trace amounts of poison. These toxins not only function as alternative pheromones, but also seem to keep predators at bay. However, once it's dead, the Pikmin have no issues carrying this creature over back to the onion, where the poison is broken down into valuable nutrients. It is very interesting that the onion is able to process all of that poison. There's a lot of poisonous things that go into it, and it's just fine. Remove the poisonous internal organs, then slice thinly and serve as sashimi. The firm meat is brimming with umami flavor. Pairs well with a light, refreshing citrus vinaigrette. Like a pufferfish, I guess, because it's spiky. And the spikes puff up. The rest of it doesn't puff up. The spikes do. So it's much like a pufferfish. The Waddlepuss. This accomplished snapper can snore away the whole day. Just watching the peaceful look on his snoozing face conveys a feeling of contentment. Also, if you get up close to it, you can blow bubbles that will envelop you. Have a fun float. It's like dreaming. Waddlepuss. Opistothidae. Iasiobula. Lobber. Day. Its eyes and stubby feet make it look like an octopus, hence the name. But it's closer in anatomy to a starfish. It sleeps during the day, but it will stay alert for approaching predators, which it drives off by puffing itself up and releasing bubbles. Closer research suggests that a true purpose for the bubbles is to protect its eggs during spawning season. Fair enough. Perfect for make-ahead meals. Marinate the boiled meat in balsamic vinegar, chill for a few hours, and the longer you let it sit, the richer the flavor. And you can just eat it like that? I guess. Aristocrab offspring. Brachyrhizes Assyrio. Hatchling. Onion shell. Day. A juvenile peckish aristocrab. Small in size, its right pincer is only half grown. Because of this, it often hunts by hiding underground and lying in wait to ambush its prey. Generally, crabs pass through the larval stages Zoea and Megalopa as they approach juvenile crabhood. Instead, the peckish crab is born with a body shaped like an onion, absorbing its nutrition through the ground and sprouting legs as it grows. Perhaps it's a close relative of species in the Amyloridices class. Sounds pretty probable. Throw a mountain of aristocrab offspring into a pot for a yummy and simple miso soup broth. Just aristocrab? No other things like miso? You know what? This was not new, I believe. Where do I want to read to? I think I'll finish with the crab and then be done with the reading for now. Peckisaurus crab. Brachiosaurus asurio. Onion shell day. Its unnaturally large claw is used for catching prey, for self-defense, and most surprisingly, for its mating call. Most aspects of the aristocrab's life revolve around it, which may explain why they become fearful and docile when the claw is damaged. It would also account for the claw's remarkable regenerative capabilities, which can restore completely in a single night. It's also known to blow bubbles when under attack, but this is a result of it venting from the wrong discharge valve when under extreme stress. Huh. Grate in for a hot pot. Remove the shell, cook legs in hot broth, and when they turn nice and red, pull them out and slather in liver paste before eating. Alright. Let's see, what time is it? Ooh. Dang. I thought I had time for like another full day, but I only really have time for a night mission. So I guess I'll do that. Hero's Hideaway, and the last one. What are the stairs? I don't see any feet on those stairs. So, what if like some eccentric rich person would started to like put feet at the end of their stairs? Like as decoration. Part of the what is it called? The handrail. A little unnerving. Not another one. God. Oh God. I didn't think that so many'd be here. Get him. Oh my god. A lot of them died. Because I wasn't here. Nope! Here's another one. Nope. No, come on. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. On. Die. 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 Got him. Oh, Jesus. Having a bit more would help. I think I do. Oh, yeah. That's the way. There we go. I should have reminded myself that I had a spicy prey earlier. But I did eventually, so it's all good. It's all good. Great. Amazing. Cool. Awesome. Yep. No. I'm planning to not use the seeds that I've gotten. Maybe I'll make 100 Pikmin squad of glow Pikmin for like the very last day that I do things. But not right now. Powder. What's he doing here? That doesn't sound like the Chowder I know. He's pink, not purple. Fake chowder. We don't know how many leaflings are out there still. Two yellow lollipops. I don't think I'm gonna find those. Alright. Completing these quests. Let me get in the rest of these things. No, I definitely haven't. No, stop. Oh yeah, your employer. Fucking hell. Okay. I believe I can do a little bit of visiting the lab, train Ochi, and then we'll be fine. Sure. I think that's all of them, actually. Oh. An air armor plus plus. That's still on the table. Gotcha. Sure. Let's just heal up all the way. Alright. That's it. Let's get to the title screen. Okay. So do some end stream times. Monday Celeste, Tuesday is Metroid Prime 4, Wednesday, Friday is Pikmin 4, and Thursday's Blueprints. Next week, I might do Metroid Prime 4 on Friday, because I'm not doing streams most likely Monday through Wednesday. Because I will not be here. So, yeah. That should about cover it. I'm trying to think of like anything else possibly that I could have to do, to get done, to mention. I don't think so. That's it. Anyway, in that case, thank you for watching. I've been Lucas Twerka, this has been Pikmin 4, and I'll see y'all later.